A passenger plane took off from New York in 1955 and landed in Venezuela in 1992. Yes, you heard that right. 37 years later. The pilot was confused. The passengers were confused. And when the air traffic control tried to make sense of it, the plane vanished again. This is the bizarre case of Flight 914, a story that refuses to go away. Some call it a hoax. Others believe it's one of the strongest pieces of proof that time slips might actually exist. And once you hear the whole thing, you will start to wonder too. The year was 1955. A Douglas DC-4 aircraft, Flight 914, took off from New York, bound for Miami. The weather was clear. No mechanical issues. On board were 57 passengers and crew. But somewhere over the Atlantic, the plane simply disappeared from the radar. No distress call, no crash, just silence. The US government declared the flight lost. The passengers were presumed dead. Families grieved, and that was that. Until it wasn't. Fast forward to March 9, 1992, at the Caracas airport in Venezuela. Air traffic control picks up a strange blip on their radar. An old aircraft, not matching any known flight plan, approaching their airspace. Confused, they try to make contact. The voice that answers is calm, but shocked. "This is Flight 914 from New York heading to Miami." The tower responds, "Sir, do you realize what year it is?" The pilot does not. He sounds panicked. He swears the flight just took off moments ago. He can even see New York-style buildings from the cockpit. But he is flying over Venezuela. And it's the 1990s. Ground crew rushes outside as the plane actually lands. It is an old DC-4, a model long retired. The windows show stunned passengers peeking out, confused and frightened. And then, before anyone can board or stop them, the pilot takes off again. The plane lifts into the sky and vanishes from radar once more. Just gone. What makes this even weirder? Well, one of the air traffic controllers claimed he found a calendar from 1955 dropped on the tarmac. Others said the pilot's voice sounded perfectly clear, but the language was oddly formal, like from an old film. Some believe the plane entered a wormhole or a time loop and accidentally landed in the wrong year. Others think it is a fabricated story from a 1985 tabloid, The Weekly World News. But here's the catch. The story was mysteriously updated multiple times, with small changes, new witness claims, and even grainy photos that no one could trace back to an original source. So, if it was fake, why keep tweaking it over decades? And what about the families who later came forward claiming to have received anonymous phone calls from voices that sounded just like their long-lost relatives? So, did Flight 914 really slip through time? Was it a government cover-up? Or just a brilliantly executed myth that refuses to die? Maybe it was just a story. But maybe, just maybe, somewhere out there, a plane from the past is still trying to find its way home. Well, you decide. This is the Midnight Hour, where reality ends and the strange begins.